Hi everybody, so it's Monday evening. Welcome to another week of meals on the family seesaw. Tonight I've just got something quite simple. We've got paninis, which have got ham and cheese in them. I've got like a sandwich toaster that also is a waffle maker and a panini maker. So these are just the sub sandwich rolls, and I've got some Nando's Peronaise spicy mayo on mine, and then ham and cheese and some tomato. There's a Toney's, he's got ham and cheese on his. And then I've made up some cauliflower cheese chowder sort of soup. So it's not the prettiest of soups, but it is actually quite tasty. It's got cayenne pepper, garlic, onions, cauliflower, some potato, vegetable stock, some milk and some cheese to give it that chowdery feel. So I'm going to get tucked into this on a quite cold, wet and windy Monday evening. Hi everybody, so it is Tuesday evening, and tonight we've got some homemade naan bread pizzas. So this is one of my favourite ways to make homemade pizzas. So they're naan bread bases. This time I've put some barbecue sauce on them. I've got some chopped chicken, which is left over from our roast on Sunday, which I've mixed with a little bit of barbecue sauce and a little bit of hot sauce. Then I've got sliced fresh mozzarella, some sliced red onion, and some jalapenos sprinkled over. So I just put the naan breads in the oven on 180 fan, sorry, for about 2 or 3 minutes just to start to crisp them up. And then I've put the chicken, the vegetables and the mozzarella slices over, and then I cooked them for about another 15 minutes. I just kept an eye on them towards the end. So those are our very tasty looking naan bread pizzas for dinner tonight. And we'll be having those with a nice green salad on the side. Hi everybody, so it's Wednesday night, and tonight we've got quite a simple tray bake. So this is sweet potatoes, some broccoli, some chestnut mushrooms, onion, and then some smoked sausage, what in the States is usually sold as kielbasa. Just a pack of smoked sausage. It's like a giant hot dog, but usually in a... what shape is that? I don't know. It's kind of not a coil. It's just like bent in the middle, and it's looped like a big loop, like if I show you my finger, like that, like an upside down U. And then you just slice it up. So I've put all of that together. I put it in a big mixing bowl and put a good glug of olive oil, and then I put on there some seasonal, which is seasoning salt. Some mixed Italian herbs, a little bit of cinnamon for the sweet potatoes, a little sprinkle of pepper and some sage, and just a sprinkle of each of those things really, and then combined it all together, put it in a 200 fan oven for about half an hour. I gave it a good stir halfway through the process, and we're just going to have this tonight with some baked beans on the side. So nice simple tray bake. Again, you could vary this up with whatever vegetables you've got. You could use regular potatoes instead of sweet. You could use butternut squash. You could put peppers in it. You could use like courgettes, that sort of thing. So really plenty of options for a tray bake, but we do like smoked sausage like this, so that's going to be a good and tasty supper for us. Hi everybody, so it's Thursday evening, and tonight we've got a crock pot meal. I've just got back from weighing in. I gained £1 this week, but I was okay with that. I've had a stressful week at work, lots of meetings, and so food provided and sandwiches and things that I don't normally eat. So I'm okay with the fact that I gained £1 this week. But I've got this nice big pot of chicken chilli to tuck into now that I'm back home. So this has been in the crock pot all day. This is a pack of boneless skinless chicken thighs. I will shred these up before I serve it. So those were in the bottom. Then I seasoned them with some cumin, some chili powder and some oregano. I then added to it the rest of the chilies in adobo sauce that I used in the recipe earlier in the week for the roast chicken. So I used the rest of that can of those in here along with the sauce. I added in a can of chopped tomatoes, a can of sweet corn, a can of kidney beans, and a can of cannellini beans, so white beans you can see there, a chopped onion, about 500 mils of chicken stock, and then it has just been cooking away all day. So, and then I had a bay leaf in it as well, which I've just fished out just while it cooked today. So really simple, just throw everything in. You could add other vegetables to this, you could add other sorts of beans. You don't have to add beans at all, but I had kidney beans and I had some white cannellini beans. You can see the two there, so I added a can of each to give it that nice chili flavour from the beans. I will just shred these chicken thighs up. I use the thigh fillets for stuff like this because I think they have much more flavour than just chicken breast, but you could use chicken breast. This was a large pack of chicken thighs. I think there were about 7 or 8 chicken thighs in there, so it'll make a nice big pot of chilli, and there could even be some left over there for using tomorrow, so to have as an extra dish, because we're having sort of Mexican style food tomorrow night as well. So I may have some leftovers to have with that. So off to enjoy this evening, and we will see you back here tomorrow. Hi everybody, so it's Saturday night and tonight we've got quesadillas. So these are the easiest way to describe a quesadilla. If you don't know what it is, it's like the Mexican version of a toasted sandwich. So you use a tortilla, obviously, instead of bread. So we've got some wedges that I've done in the active fryer with some seasonal. This is Caleb's, and he's got some carrot and cucumber on his. And then Caleb and I both have shrimp in ours, prawns in ours, with Caleb's just got shrimp and cheese in his. So I just seasoned the shrimp with a little bit of taco seasoning, cooked it for a couple of minutes in the pan, put it into the quesadillas with Caleb's with some cheese, and then just half the tortilla, then fold the tortilla in half, put it in a hot pan for about a minute on each side until the cheese starts to melt. And then in mine, I've also got, along with the shrimp, I've also got some mushroom and onion, which I also seasoned with some of the taco seasoning. So I've got cheese, mushroom, onion and shrimp in mine. I've also got a little bit of avocado on the side and a little blob of the Nando's Perinese. And then Tony's got the same thing, so that's what they look like coming out of the pan. You can see I've just folded the tortilla in half. And he's got the same thing, except he's not a fan of shrimp, so he's got chicken in his, again seasoned with the taco seasoning. And he's got the mushrooms and onions and cheese in with his as well. So that's our Saturday night, sort of a fake-away supper actually, because quesadillas are sort of a Mexican fast food really. But really enjoy this. As you know, we like Mexican flavours in this house, so looking forward to this on this Saturday night. Hi everybody, so it's Sunday evening. We've made it through another week, another weekend. Great morning of rugby this morning. Wasn't quite as windy as it was for football yesterday, but Caleb played really well, as did all of his team actually. They had a really great game. So we then relaxed a bit this afternoon, watched the not so great England rugby game against France to kick off our Six Nations. And then I've made this roast gammon for dinner. So I almost always do my gammon the same way. Occasionally I do it in a slow cooker, but usually this was quite a large piece of gammon, a gammon joint from Aldi, one of their large ones. Unsmoked, I always buy unsmoked because we don't like anything that has too much of a salty profile. And unsmoked I think works better for us. And then I bring it up to a boil in a big pan covered with water, then drain the water off. Put fresh water in, put chopped onion, usually some peppercorns, bay leaves, that sort of thing, and let it all cook away for the time on the package, which was 1 hour and 20 minutes for this particular piece. Then I drain it off, put it in a roasting pan, and put a glaze of some kind over it. So today for our gammon I used a drizzle of honey over it and then some barbecue sauce brushed on, so kind of a honey barbecue type of glaze. And then I just roasted that in the oven for about half an hour while I made everything else. So then we've got active fryer roasties, we've got carrots, corn and peas, gravy, and then there is mine. I've also got some leeks in there, and I've got some swede which I cooked in the microwave. So you can see the edges of the gammon there on mine with the kind of honey barbecue glaze on it. So that is our Sunday night roast. Thank you for joining us for another week of meals, and we hope to see you back here on the SeeSaw soon.